Switch method is basically uh, a method that, given a condition, does something. Well, with this definition, we can use it in the same way for the if and the else, and more or less it has the same use, and that's why I prepared a snippet in here with if else. Then, if we had, for example, a program which, given a date, it returns, given a number, it returns the number, it returns the day of the week, we will probably use, sorry, we will probably define the day and then the date as a string. So let's say if the day is 1, we will return Monday. Else if the day is 2, we will return Tuesday. Until here everything is clear. Well, then, but what if we got, for example, a bigger code, let's say for the 7 days of the week? We will have a structure like this, for example. So, in switch method, we have a structure better defined, a structure more efficient, and in this case, switch, basically we need to define. Oh God, I'm too nervous. Sorry, guys. In the switch method, we will basically use the word switch and the variable that we want to work in, and that will basically look for the same value of the variable that we declared before. So we have 7 days a week, and if we want to get Monday, we would type we type 1, and then the different cases. If the case matches the value, that will return a string. But we don't necessarily need to return a string. We can return anything. And same for the case. Inside the case, we can type even a string. As long as the case matches the value of the variable, that will work. In this case, it won't return anything because it's a number. After we define the cases, we need to use a keyword called break. Break basically means that as soon as you find a matching condition, break the loop and return to the calling function. So if we run this, it will return Monday. It's not working. No, it should work anyways. No. Monday. And for example, if we add a break in here, but we don't add it in the first day, what do you guys think it will return?
Monday, and I'm thinking, yeah, because break terminates a switch statement evaluation.
It's gonna return Tuesday.
Or Tuesday. No, it matches 1 to 1.
Yes.
It runs the statement.
It will do Monday.
It will still run up to 2, but it's return Monday.
In the Monday and Tuesday.
It will return.
We've just got a console log at the bottom though, right? So
Okay,
that's
let's-
what's being output, the console log at the bottom.
Who said Monday? Only?
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna add the number.
I said,
I'm just gonna add the number. One person say Monday, something like that.
yeah, I did.
2 people. What else? Any other answer? Monday.
How many points?
No, it's not the points. It's the number of people who said it. And somebody else said also. You want to say only Tuesday?
No, I think error. Because we don't
Error?
have default. Yes, I think it's gonna be red.
But there's a matching condition. What?
There is a matching condition, but there is a default. There is no default. The grade is in the second stage.
No, I'm gonna
More exciting option.
I'm gonna explain the default later. But you said error.
Okay.
Error.
It's run all,
Okay, let's run it.
Monday.
It returns Tuesday. And let me explain why. Okay. We say that the day is 1, and switch iterates the day until it finds a 1. It found a 1, but it didn't return Monday. It returned Tuesday, and then it breaks. It gets out of the loop. It completely ignored this. And that's how switch works.
If you have still day 1, day 2,
But-
and the break is in the case 3, return
That's
day 1.
that's what we should do in order to make it work.
Breaking every
Yes, exactly. We need to break in every case. So basically, it's as soon as you find a matching condition, end the loop. And I didn't end it. That's why I returned it Tuesday instead of Monday.
Wait a minute, sorry. I'm not convinced about that, to be honest. Can you remove that line, Charles, if you don't mind?
Which line?
Yeah, correct. Can you clear the console? Correct. Can you try again? What is Monday?
It won't. It will
Monday
never.
was from the previous execution, right? It was completely unrelated.
Yes. Can run it again. It will never return Monday. Well,
So you need to break for every case.
as soon as you find the matching condition, you break. You end the loop.
If that would be inside a function, can you just return in each case instead of breaking?
Say again.
Yeah, you can use
Say again?
return, yeah.
You can use, a return statement.
Yes,
Instead of a
yes.
break if it's inside a function.
Yes. Let's go step by step. I'm gonna talk about return and break right now. You also mentioned, Walter, something about default. What is default? What will happen if I add something like an 8 or a 0? There's not a 0. So there's no matching condition. That's why we need the default case. They not found. And also, in addition to that, in the last case, in this case, our last case is gonna be default, we don't need to add a break because it didn't find anything. It's the last case, so it will terminate the loop no matter what. And it doesn't necessarily need to be in the first, in the last case. We can put it as a first case. We can put it in the first line. Date. But we need to add a break because it's the first one. Then it will return a found. Still the same. So
Then it doesn't matter where you put the default, if it's the first one or the
no, it doesn't matter. Switch. The only thing it's gonna do is compare each case in order, and then as soon as it finds a matching condition, as soon as it finds a 0, it will terminate this. Otherwise, it's gonna return the default case. I mean,
Sorry to interrupt you. Do you need the break on line 12? You said you don't need it for default.
no, I said you don't need it for the last case. We are in-
Default you do.
Yes,
Okay.
you don't need it in every case, but the last case that you have in your switch, you don't need the break because it will terminate the execution no matter what. And like I said, like I was saying before, sorry, it doesn't matter if we have the case 1 in here or after the 2. I mean, I've used numbers, but the case can be anything. So it doesn't matter the order.
You can have case Monday, day 1.
Yes, 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 you can do it in an opposite way. That's why switch is a good alternative to if else, in case that you have big lines of code, a big piece of code. Then also, we're talking before about return. Sorry. Can we do this? If you don't find anything, return date equals to not find. Let's say return Monday. Why it's not working?
Functions too layout, so you can't use return.
Say again?
You're not in a function, or you haven't created a function.
Oh yeah.
You can't use the keyword return.
Ah,
Function, just click above the line, like you can type, I don't know, function, name it.
Wrap all of your code in a function, and then you'll be able to use return. See if you go up to line 1.
yeah.
Line 1. Yeah, so
Return. Sorry about that.
no worries.
We can use return instead of break, like Walter mentioned it again before again. But sorry guys.
call switch case?
Call the function at the end. You are not calling it. Because you create the function switch.
Switch
but
case?
you need to
Yeah.
call
Switch
outside there because there is
case.
Yeah. So name an argument and just you don't, it's predefined. Don't need to go.
Case? I think there's a typo somewhere.
That's correct. You
Yeah,
just need, should I go on the top? You need one of the bracket. The first line.
It's in here. It's in here.
the opener of the bracket.
It's in here. Well, anyway, I was trying to explain that return, it works the same way with break, but I wouldn't really use return because return, it gives you like the feeling that you want to return something, yes, but we use break when you want to end that when you want to end the loop, or when you want to get out of a switch case. And I think it's a better practice, in my opinion, using break instead of return, because if we have a large amount of code and we start using returns everywhere, we might get confused. So in this case, or for example, when we use do while, I would prefer using break. So as soon as we find what we need, we break the loop and we return to our calling function. And that's what I wanted to say. And in addition to that, in switch case, we strictly use triple equals. Switch case, it uses strictly triple equals. I mean, if the value of day is not exactly the same as the value of case, this will never happen. So, if, for example, day is a string, it doesn't matter if the case, it has the same number. It needs to be the same. So case has to be a string, or either day has to be a number. Otherwise, it will never work. And basically, that's everything I wanted to explain about the switch case. Any question?
Is there any scenario where you will use nested if else instead of that switch structure?
Yes, I would use switch structure only if I have a amount of code like this. This to me it looks horrible.
And what happens?
If I sorry, what was it?
What happens if we change the example a bit? Instead of checking
Yes.
if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Mhm.
you know the coding challenge, there is a question around this. If your score is below 50, the message is you need to improve. If the score is between 50 and 75, getting better. If the score is about 75, amazing. Yeah. So I agree with you that in that particular case, where you want to check the value of a variable 1, 2, 3, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, switch works better. The code looks nicer. Well, the problem with switch is a bit more limited, yeah? Because case 1, case 3, we cannot have case score less than 50. You see what I mean?
I agree with you, but I don't feel like switch is a replacement for if else.
No, yeah, correct.
I think-
agree with that.
For me, switch is just an alternative in case that you have, like I said, a large amount of code. But if you have 3 conditions, you would use if else, and then else. But I wouldn't use switch case for case Monday, Tuesday, or default Wednesday. You want to save lines of code, and for this example, in my opinion, switch works better.
Any other question for Sule? No? Cool, thank you very much, Sule. Hold on.